guys, welcome back to another episode of the Taste of Doom podcast. Without further ado, let's jump into another episode. At last we left off, you guys had managed to keep the ship full of the dead bodies of the undead army from crashing into Port Knot. Kovdar and Paul, you guys dove into the waters below, forcing the rudder of this ship to one side, making the ship just barely miss one of the other ships that was in the dock as the ship crash lands into the beach and falls over to its side. Iven, you seeing that you are not much help, you just decided to just jump off and wishing for the best. As you manage to swim back, you do happen to see Kovdar and Paul. Kovdar holding Paul above the water, flying. You all three of you come to the shore, and an old man comes up and begins to talk to you. He introduces himself as Unwin, and he is the elder of Port Knot, in a town that has been cursed with no men. The town is only full of children, women of many different ages, and Unwin as the village elder. You guys make your way into the town, discovering the secrets of the town and of an arch-lich named Cole, and what dastardly ideas that he has for this town. You guys manage to find a place to rest, except for you, Paul. You being inspired by these pieces of the sword from the sword demon and the spider that you have been carrying on your back for a while, you spent the night and built a magnificent axe. As the day comes to dawn, well, no, it's not right. Yeah. So as the night comes to an end, that's what I was trying to say. As the night comes to an end, you happen to see your two companions walking up as you spin around and cleave a large, thick piece of wood before you with the newly forged axe. What do you wish to do?
So I look like I'm sweating, I look exhausted, and you're pretty confident. You can tell I've been here all night. Hours of forging. I'm gonna step back from the axe that's impaled in the wood beneath what I cut in half. And I'm gonna gesture to Kovdar. Give it a try.
Give it a try on what?
Not me, dear God. Just pick it up, get a feel for it.
Alright, I'll grab the axe, swing it around a little bit, see how it feels.
It feels extremely light, but you can feel there is a heaviness, almost a perfect balance in the head of the axe. Like, it doesn't seem to weigh anything as you swing it around, but as soon as you decide to swing it as an attack towards something, you can feel the axe head almost increase in weight. As the momentum comes down, you can feel that with this axe, you could have cleaved any of those spiders or even the sword demon himself in half with one swing.
This feels really great.
Good. And I'm going to grab another chunk of wood if there is one nearby, and I'm going to set it in the distance, and I'm going to come back up to Kovdar. This here attaches to your wrist, and I'm going to put the end of the webbing rope I made onto his wrist.
Yeah, so you take the leather band that you had fashioned, and that has the webbing of the spider, the coil and threaded webbing of the spider attached to it. You fasten it around Kovdar's wrist.
Now, throw it at the log.
I'll take aim and throw it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack.
This is
Natural 20.
Dear Jesus. Okay, so even though you don't have a lot of experience with this axe, as you go to throw the axe almost seems to tell you how to throw it. And it flies straight and true. It has these sounds of the whoa, whoa, as the axe is going before cleaving and going further. The axe not even stopping as the head of the axe cut the log in two and sent the two pieces flying to either side. The axe finally reaching the end of the webbing that is attached to your wrist and cutting deep into the earth, almost the head of the axe going all the way down into the handle.
Nice.
now pull it back.
I'll give that a try. Yank it.
Okay, it comes free and quickly right at you. It's not a backward spin. It just seems to tumble gently towards you, as if an acrobat in the air. You hold your hand out, and it spins at the right pace to land perfectly back into your hand.
You made this?
Yes, with a bit of the spider here, and some of that black metal from the sword demon sword.
Kovdar, at this point, I would actually like you to make me an Arcana check.
6.
This is a weapon.
You're not sure, but you can feel the weapon seems to be calling out to you, but you cannot make out what it is trying to say.
This feels really good.
Spend some time with it. Get to know it.
Iven wanted to leave you here, but I think you should come with us.
Really?
I wouldn't have never said that. Shut up.
And he called you a bastard.
Inter-party conflict.
You called me a bastard?
You called him bastard.
Oh, I'd never.
When I asked you his name, you told me his name was Bastard.
That's because it is.
So I didn't ask at the time, but can I get some like a religion check or something on that glow when he was glowing, or an Arcana check, or
Oh, yeah.
or was it plainly obvious?
So
that
I
it was
feel
something...
well, I feel like for you. So I will let you pick. You can either do an Arcana or a religion check.
Arcana would be better for me.
Okay, then make an Arcana.
There's actually a thing to find out in the race.
Oh.
I could have been making checks this entire time. I just met you yesterday.
We're just now finding this out?
Many beings...
I've actually known this whole time. I've been making the check.
Let's see. Many beings, including yourself, have a connection to the celestial realm. Particular beings or creatures can tell of the connection. Most of these celestial, fey, fiends, or other creatures, like a Medusa or Minotaur, can just tell I'm a demigod.
Like Chiron.
Yeah. No, I guess there isn't a check to see. It's just those things know.
So on that glowing energy, can I an Arcana check then?
Arcana check, go for it.
14.
Okay, with a 14.
Oh wait. Proficiency went up, so that's actually a 15.
15? Okay. You aren't quite sure why he was glowing. He doesn't seem to be a paladin, and you don't see a symbol of a god on him. Yet you can tell that the magical energy, that red glow that seems to radiate from him, is of a divine nature.
So I just look at Kovdar. Who are your parents?
Well, I have never really known my parents. I was taken in by the Ravni and trained since I could remember.
Do you worship a god?
No, I do not.
Because back there with the ship, I don't know if you noticed, but you were glowing.
Oh, he does that all the time.
divine energy. It was definitely divine
Yes,
energy.
it was something. I need to talk to somebody who knows magic.
And you seemed confused when you used fly.
I did not do that on purpose. I do not know how that happened.
So, knowing that it's divine, I guess I should just ask right now, do we want to do any religion checks on it, or do we want to wait until it gets fleshed out more?
At this point, I'm going to say that that's what you get from it,
Okay.
but you are exhausted.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking dead. You're something. I'm gonna go take a nap. And
It's morning.
does that look to be, does this smith that's here, does she have a house, like, right in the area?
Yes, she does. Like, it's actually the forge is right next to her house. So think like from Skyrim, when you go into Whiterun, that smithing lady that's right there, it's basically the exact same setup.
I shake her hand. Thank you for the forge and the materials.
Thank you for showing me such great work.
And I gesture to you guys. My friends will pay for the materials I used. And I walk into her house and go lay down.
You guys just watch her as she open mouth stares as he just opens the door and walks right inside.
And I just pass out.
Are you an NPC?
Nope.
Because you feel like one.
Yep. So you just watched me say they'll pay. I gestured to you guys saying you'll pay for stuff, and then went in and just passed it out.
Yeah, so she takes a minute to collect herself, and then she turns and looks at you guys. Well, he's just a cherry, isn't he?
No, he's actually human, I think.
Him, the vegetable. Thinking she means a race.
She just shakes her head, and she's like,
You're all crazy.
5 gold for the material, please.
Can I pay you with my body instead?
You are not really my type.
What is your type?
My husband is my type.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's gone.
He will be back.
What are you talking about? I'm right there in the bed.
Right there.
Hold on, let me get your payment.
Oh.
And I walk into her house.
Oh,
What are you going to do? Loot me?
No.
Don't you not have any
I
gold?
don't.
So as you walk by her to go into the house,
Guys.
excuse me?
Guys, I have...
I'm getting your payment.
How?
He went in this house. Give me 1 sec.
Like, I'm rags, and then I have a sword and a rope on me right now.
Yep.
And the rope is actually outside with the spider, because I did not pick that up. The spider carcass and the rope are just lying there.
Yeah.
There's webbing everywhere.
And I want to grab him and throw him outside.
Okay, he is unconscious.
Yes.
He is unmoving. Okay. He is a 6-foot character. I mean, you got an 18, so I want you to go ahead and make me a strength check.
Don't forget that, like, I weigh like twice as much because I'm unconscious.
Ooh. This isn't happening. Athletics?
Athletics.
11.
He is extremely heavy.
Can I drag him at least?
You can, but you're having problems. And the door is weighted in such a way that it automatically closes. So you're having issues keeping the door open. Kovdar, you see the door open and Iven reach down and try to pick somebody up and drag him out as the door slowly closes. He tries to throw a leg out to stop the door and then just plummets face first. And then the door just slowly shuts.
What are you doing, Ivan?
Nothing. Everything's fine. I'm just getting her payment.
You can't use Paul as a currency for payment.
Yeah, he can work for slave labor until he's paid off his debts.
I don't want to stay in this town that long.
Well, we're not going to stay in this town. Paul is.
I told Paul. Ugh. How much was it?
5 gold, please.
I will give her 7 gold.
Thank you.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah.
Paul is not having a very good dream, and he punches the air.
I would like you to make an attack roll with disadvantage. That would be you, Paul.
I swear to God, I will cut off your dick.
It's just a punch. Do I have proficiency on this attack?
No.
Then it's only an 18.
That is a hit. Go ahead and well, I don't know if you roll.
It'll be 6 damage.
6 damage? Okay, halved because you're asleep. Mm-hmm. So, Ivan, as you fall forward, you try to scramble your way back up. You just manage to get your arms up under his arms as you try to lift him back up. You feel one of his arms shifts and comes up, and you get tagged right in the side of the head.
You'll notice that my eyes are moving around a lot, and I'm kind of like
it's totally
shifting
a REM sleep.
I get right next to his ear.
To clarify, I rolled a wisdom save on this dream thing, and I got a nat 1.
Okay, so Ivan, being instantly mad, the small fires that set behind your eyes flare up as you get this idea. Leaving Paul on the ground right where he lays, you walk up, putting your mouth right next to his ear, and horrific screech.
What's the range on that thing?
300 feet.
No, not 300.
It can be heard for 300 feet.
It can be heard from 300 feet. But the fear is only like 60 feet.
Plus, there's a closed door in between you guys, so it probably you can't see him. So I don't think it would. You would be afraid of him, and you can't see him, which means fright wouldn't do anything.
As an action, pumpkins can let out a baffle screams that shake the soul and rattle the bones of them. 10 feet of the pumpkin. All creatures within 10 feet of the pumpkin must make a wisdom saving throw. DC 10 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma. On a fail, they are frightened for 1 minute. If they are immune to being frightened, they are deafened. If used on a surprise round, whoever attacks first is auto hit. Once you see this ability, you can't do so again until you finish a short or long rest.
Okay, so oh my gosh, how exactly do I want to do this? So you're gonna horrific screech.
Is there a save?
Wisdom.
Yeah,
It's a wisdom. Yeah.
Auto hit if it's a surprise round.
We were already in combat. I threw an attack.
All right. So Paul, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Yeah. First one is 19. Total would be 20. 21 on the first one.
Okay.
Oh.
4. Paul, you
Does it wake me up, or does my nightmare just get worse?
No, you are jerked awake by whatever creature this was that was in your nightmare. This undead manifestation. Screaming and coming right at you.
Okay.
At that point, you snap out of it. You reach forward, trying to maybe fight off this undead creature from your dreams. You set straight up inside of the woman's house.
Now, he had his head right next to mine.
Right next to your ear.
Yeah.
What are the odds? Like he screeched and pulled back just wrong.
Ivan, make me a wisdom check.
Please, God, let me headbutt you. Damn it. Do you perchance have a negative 10 to that?
Probably. 16.
Yeah, no. He knows that as soon as he releases it, he needs to step back because you are most likely going to be coming out of your sleep swinging.
Yeah, I do, and I do come out.
You
sit
just
up.
shadow boxing the air, just trying to fight back whatever this thing was.
So how long am I frightened for?
A minute.
But I don't see him right now. Is it a sight-based thing?
It should be.
Should be almost
should
every
be
frightened.
should be frightened.
So I would sit up and I'd like shadow box, and then I don't see anything, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that at that point it ends.
Yeah, I'd say it ends. You okay? You had a bad dream?
why am I sitting on the floor?
You fell on the floor.
There are drag marks.
Yeah, you dragged yourself over. I don't know what. You were having a really bad nightmare.
Insight. Yeah, insight. I got a 13.
Come on. 7.
I got a 13. You dragged me over here?
Well, yeah, and then you punched me. Because you were having
That
a
doesn't
bad
sound
dream.
like me.
Yeah, it does kind of sound like you. A dick.
You look fine.
Yeah, well, it hurt.
This is like the third time you've tried to lie to him and failed.
I'm a really bad liar.
Why? Why were you dragging me?
Well, the woman was asking for payment.
You're on it. And I walk over to the bed and go to sleep again.
I fucking hate him. So bad.
All right, so Paul, you just ignoring the situation that you're in, seeing the bed off in the corner, you just walk over to it and just face first into it, not moving. Ivan, what are you gonna do?
I'm over it. I'm walking outside.
Okay, Kovdar.
So while they're in there, like, I assume they're in there for like a couple minutes.
It's a couple minutes, yes.
After a little bit of time passes, I'm going to start talking to the lady.
Okay.
Well, you both heard that screech.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in fact, she actually gets really scared and backs up into you, Kovdar.
I'll just wrap my arm around her just a little bit.
She squeals and, like, ducks underneath your arm. Excuse me?
Don't worry. They're probably just making love.
Well, that's just not right.
You might want to go check.
I need you guys to leave now.
I'm fine right here. I'm waiting for my friends to finish.
She just throws her hands up. Well, I'm leaving. I don't want to be here anymore. And she just turns and just walks off.
The fuck, man?
Mating. Oh my god.
It's his mating scream.
It is my mating scream.
I didn't know we had two characters that fell in love with each other.
Yes. Very romantic.
I just
All right.
can't help but fall in love with those glowing eyes.
All right. Ivan, you open the door just as you see the lady throw her arms up and stomps away off in the distance. Kovdar just turning to watch her walk away.
Hate to see her leave, but I love to watch her go.
I knew that was gonna come.
I feel like we haven't seen him in like a legit social situation for a while, and he's just like fucking hitting on everyone.
Yeah, man. Kovdar almost died.
We've been in two
Having a lot
towns.
of
He hasn't
social
really put
issues.
out this much, and now he's just like, hey.
He's been secluded for a while
And
now.
now it's just only women with basically no competition.
Yeah.
Except she did just fall in love with me. Watching me forge, at least.
Where's she going? Somewhere.
I don't know, you scared her away.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, with your mating call.
It's a shame.
How did it go, Ivan?
Yeah, it went pretty well. Yeah. Got punched in the face.
Oh, rough, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Well, I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna go.
But I got him on the floor, so I mean.
What is this? This is a Christian podcast.
This is not a Christian podcast.
There will be no...
Oh my word, guys. That is so freaking funny.
See, and I'm just talking like it's normal.
Yeah, yeah. Kovdar's the only one that knows what all this means.
I'm going to try to find something to drink, Ivan.
Oh. Well, I'll join you. A drink sounds nice.
If you see her again, you should probably apologize.
I went and made love with someone in her house. Unconscious person, no less.
Just walk up to her. Sorry, I was screaming so loud.
Things got out of control for a minute.
Things got a little rough.
Oh my gosh. Oh. That's freaking great. All right, so Kovdar, you're gonna leave and try to go find something to drink. Ivan, what are you wanting to do?
Oh, I was gonna go with them.
Okay, so both of you are gonna go. Paul, you are unconscious in the woman's bed after making long and lustful love with your lover. Oh my gosh! All right, so
Choke me, daddy.
it doesn't take you long. As always, many of the buildings have their signage out front, and you can see one that's got, it's a fishing hook, and it's hooked a large fish. And it says the Hookman's Brew.
All right.
So you guys open the door, and you are greeted with the sweet smell of ale. You do notice a larger lady, blonde hair. She's got 2 long ponytails off the side that are braided and then have almost look like fish bones at the end.
And then just 2 huge badongs.
A white apron over her, and you can see it stained with bits of blood and oil and ale. She greets you as you walk in. Welcome. Have a seat.
All right. I'll sit down.
Well, what would it be?
What do you have?
Well, at the moment, we only have ale and fish.
Sounds like I'll have some ale and fish.
Very well. That will be
Yes.
1 silver, please. Okay. You toss it and give it to her. She walks back. Ivan, are you just gonna sit down?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask for some water. Gotta keep hydrated.
We have plenty of that as well.
He just dips his fingers in it. And it slowly starts to get consumed.
It takes about 2 or 3 minutes, and she brings out a piece of fried fish. Still has the head and everything on it. Brings it out on a plate, and then she fills a wooden cup with ale. All the way to the brim.
You're not married too, are you?
Oh, no. Most of the men in this town, they've never really quite found me as attractive.
Oh, I don't believe that for 1 minute.
Well, you sure are sweet, honey. But that is the way that things go around here.
Well, maybe it can change.
Oh, what are you offering, sweetheart?
Always.
I might have to take you up on that.
I walk out.
No, never mind about that water.
I'm gonna cancel that order, and I'm just gonna go.
So she leans forward, and you can see that, yeah, she is well endowed. She is a heavier set woman, but she looks dang good being heavier set. She leans forward, kind of playing with her hair, and just lovingly eyes looking at you while you eat and drink.
You're a very good cook.
Well, you wouldn't be as big as me if you weren't.
Maybe.
You should have seen most of the men here. They would always come flocking to me. In fact, many of the women were jealous of the way that I cooked.
Yes, I can see that. Maybe we can find out if you're good at other things.
Ooh, you're such a tease, sweetheart.
Oh, no teasing.
All right, so Ivan, seeing what is going on, you just turn and walk out, leaving the water behind. What do you wish to do?
I didn't want to see that. Gonna go fishing. Find a fishing pole. Grab my fishing pole and give it a few swings.
All right. Let me go ahead and fast forward a little bit. So, Ivan, you do manage that one of the smaller boats in town It has a couple of women and a couple of children. They look to be ready to set off. And you just trying to find a distraction while everyone else is doing their own thing. You ask to help. You manage to get on the boat and set off with them and happen to catch quite a bit of fish in the process. Yes. You come back into town. It's midday. Kovdar, after sweet talking the lovely lady behind the counter, you do manage to get her in her house. I would like you to roll me a performance check.
Dear God.
Here it comes.
8.
It's rough and it's heavy. But towards the end, you can tell that she enjoyed it.
Yeah.
She enjoyed an 8. Jesus Christ.
She enjoyed the ride. Because he didn't do a goddamn thing.
I cannot believe that. I figured I was going to end up giving you one of these women, and that's the one you pick. I love it.
Anyone not pregnant in this town, watch out.
Kovdar's making babies.
You are Zeus. You're literally just fucking everything.
All right. So Paul, at about this point, you would be waking up.
No chance I can just sleep straight through to the next morning?
I mean, honestly, this would be the first time
that I actually got to just rest.
Yeah. Because you've been in captivity for a while. You're on a soft bed. The bed itself smells really nice. There seems to be a perfume on the pillow itself that you are resting on. Yep, you're still asleep. Iven, you come back into town. Kovdar, when you are done, what do you wish to do?
I'll talk around and see, I'm going to try to find out more information about this lich, if I can.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check. And as Kovdar is asking around, Iven, that is when you show up and you see Kovdar conversing with... Right? That's the right word? Conversing?
Yep.
You see Kovdar conversing with a lot of the women in town. You figure he's most likely flirting.
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely some of that, but mostly just trying to figure out more, and I rolled a 6.
A 6? There's a lot more flirting than investigation.
Yeah.
These women, many of these women here, you can smell that they've got some sort of perfume on them, and it's just completely overtaken you. The beautiful sights of this town, many of the women are in their later term, and even they seem to be giving off a glow about themselves. This is heaven for you.
Does it smell like it's all the same perfume?
There are a couple of different variations, mostly probably the different flowers that they can use, or even fish oils. You know, actually, at this point, Kovdar, I want you to go ahead and roll me a D100.
84.
Okay, I'll keep that in my back pocket.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Intervene.
Does that forge lady try and wake me up at any point? I'm assuming I'm face first in her bed.
We will have to get back to you as you continue to sleep. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom check.
17.
Okay. The nightmare that you had before is non-existent. In fact, you can't even remember it. The warmness of the bed and the softness of the pillow and the sweet smell of perfume have guided you to sweet dreams. You are completely at peace for the first time in many years. Okay? Ivan, what do you wish to do?
Is there by chance a library?
Not really. You do recall that in the elder's house, he did have a decent bookshelf full of various books.
Can I check out his bookshelf and see if there's anything on pumpkins?
Sure.
I have a very specific goal in mind.
So you
Very dangerous creatures. Avoid at all costs. Do
Will
not
murder
kill
you.
them. They will blow up. Explode. Warning. Warning.
That's my class.
all right.
Oh, that's right. all pumpkin are locked into that glass.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
That one.
Out of all of the books, he doesn't seem to have one. He's got other races. There's books about the ancient race of the Aarakocra and the war that they had had. Some about genies and the myth of them. There's even a couple of books about the history of the town and even a couple myths about the creation of the world itself. But nothing on pumpkin.
You said there was a book about the town
Mm-hmm.
and a book about the world. I would like to read both of those books.
Okay. We will come back to that. Kovdar, you have talked with many of the women in town. Some of the women blushing at the remarks of you. Some of them just shaking their head. Others becoming furious and shaking a hand at you and telling you that you are nothing but a worthless rake before turning around and stomping off.
You just had sex, man.
One of them completely wrecking your shit.
Blue glow comes out of her. She lights up. You know she's the one.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Can't really think of anything.
Okay.
Oh, I'll spend an hour attuning.
So, after discussing with some of the women, you can see that Iven has gone into the elder's house, and he's been in there for quite a while. You walk back over to the forge, the lady, once again, hard at work at forging with the dead carcass of the spider stashed in a corner. You do have a brief conversation with her, and asking her about Paul, in which she tells you that he is still asleep. In fact, she actually went ahead and made him a little bit more comfortable since she has to deal with him. Looking down at the axe that he has created you, you walk off onto the beach, sitting down and concentrating on the vibrations that are coming from this weapon. Spending the hour, you attune to it, and the axe itself speaks two different command words to you. Its two command words abilities is that of a flame tongue, so it can ignite itself on fire, and then the other one is that it can attach itself to a target.
First command word, let's go with raise. And the other one will be called entomb.
Did you name it? Name the axe?
Flame weaver.
So, Kovdar, as you sit cross-legged, the axe held before you, and it speaks these two command words to you. You eventually open your eyes, being fully attuned to the weapon. It's not merely just another axe, but you can almost feel what the axe feels. It's more than just an extension of your own body. It's an extension of your own soul. You put the axe down and look at the horizon as the sun starts to decline. Deciding it better, you stand up and make your way back into town, sheathing the great axe on your back. The interesting thing about this axe is that with it being connected to you at the wrist, it's never loose. The webbing seems to wrap around your arm and is never in the way as you walk freely around the town. You do eventually see Iven coming out of the elder's house carrying a couple of books with him. What do you wish to do?
I think I'm just gonna wait for Paul to wake up. I'm gonna go back to the tavern and just drink and eat and keep flirting with that lady.
Okay. Well, when you come in, opening up, she turns and looks at you, and she is definitely blushing. You order more food and a drink, and she just walks back and grabs it, doesn't ask for anything. And she just happens to be right next to you, massaging your arms, sweet talking you. Ivan, you sit 4 or 5 stools away from Kovdar. Your glass of water.
Never mind on that glass of water.
I walk in as he's see what's going on again. Ah, fuck. Close the door.
Really loudly so that he can hear you. Damn it.
You fucking man whore.
All right. The sun does start its decline. What do you want to do, Ivan? You're outside.
I just want to find somewhere I can read these books if I haven't.
So the house that you'd previously slept in is still available to you.
Okay, I'll go in there.
Okay.
You know, if I don't have any lights, I can turn on my little head. And
Your high beams.
Yeah,
Turn
my
on your
high
high
beams.
beams. All right. So you spend your time reading the books, the myths of how the world was created, and much of the history of the town and some of the surrounding areas. You do happen to read 2 names from the book of towns that are located near. You read about a town named Hillengor, and another town called Fayhaven. The sun does set, and you become tired. Kovdar, do you go back, or are you spending the night with the lady?
I'm spending the night.
All right.
What's her name, by the way?
Hey, what's your name, bud?
No, I just figured I would have found out flirting.
She does eventually tell you it's Delilah.
What's the name of the town?
Oh, the town is Port Knot.
I'd like to wake up early if possible, like early morning.
Do I get another performance roll?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Roll a performance.
Let's see.
That one.
Oh my god.
It got worse.
It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Maybe he has advantage on this one.
You know what? I will give you advantage on this one.
Damn it.
11.
You are definitely better at sweet talking and flirting with the ladies than you are with spending time with them. But learning from your mistakes of the prior engagement, you do happen to make her feel a lot more special.
Yeah.
All right. Jiminy freaking Christmas, you guys are ridiculous. All right, so Kovdar, you spend the night with the lady. Ivan, you spend most of the night reading the books before eventually falling to sleep. Paul, you are still completely zonked out, but you are the first to awaken. Your beautiful dreams finally do come to an end. You slowly open your eyes to see the lady that was working the forge is asleep in the chair at the kitchen table.
So I'm gonna get up. I'll make the bed up. Make sure it's not messy.
You do notice that there was a blanket placed over you.
Does she look like she has a blanket over? Does she have a blanket over her?
No, she does not. She just has her leather apron.
Does now.
Real smooth after stealing her bed.
I'm not gonna risk picking her up and waking her. But I will cover her up, and I'm gonna head out. And is the forge, cooled down?
So it's on its process of cooling down, but that's the one thing that you don't want to happen is a forge to cool all the way down.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it back up to forging temp.
Okay.
Does she have I'm gonna look around for a list of what she was crafting.
You can see on her work table, you do see multiple fillet knives that are in various different forging stages, and you do see a couple. Some either have deep nicks in them or broken blades.
Okay. So I'm gonna look, and if I can find just like notes or something on what exactly she needed to make for things, I'm gonna try and start making things that she had on her list of to do things.
I'm not going to worry about a check on that. You've been blacksmithing your whole life. You do see that a couple of the fillet knives do need to be finished. So you just start going to work, making various hooks, finishing up the knives themselves. You are the first person awake in this town. The sun is just barely coming up. Kovdar.
And if you'll allow it, I'm gonna try and make the fillet knives and such magical.
Ooh, okay.
Which is just like basic magical. They would probably cut a lot better than regular fillet knives.
So that I will need a check on. So that would be your smithing.
19.
Okay. You do end up making 2 of the fillet knives that were closer to being completed. You do manage to imbue a very small bit of magical essence into them. Kovdar, you awake to the sweet smell of perfume in a warm bed with the lovely lady that you spent the night with. What do you wish to do? At this point, you do hear a metal tinging outside.
I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay.
I don't give a shit about that tinging.
Ivan, you awaken. The books opened on the side of the bed where you had left them. You hear a slight tinging coming from outside.
That son of a bitch.
I go to the tinging.
Okay. You open the door. Do you take the books with you, or do you leave them?
I'll take the books with me.
Okay. All right. You open the door and walk up the street, and you see Paul hammering away at a very small piece of metal.
What the fuck are you doing now?
Good morning. Just helping out with some of her crafting tasks she had here. So I show him. I lift up I'm gonna just call it a clipboard of to-dos, list stuff. And figured I'd help.
Since you slept in our bed all day and night?
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, I need the both of you to roll me a perception check.
Well, I'm pretty good at those. 11.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Paul, as you are hammering away and cooling down the metal of these fillet knives, you hear a sizzling. Not from the water next to the forge. Not a sizzling coming from anywhere else in the town, but from the ocean itself.
You okay, Paul?
Can you hear that? It's like a sizzle.
I don't hear a sizzle.
Is it something that I'm able to point out enough that he could even...
You do. You turn back and you can see that the ocean towards the shore is sizzling from an immense heat.
Oh my god.
What?
You guys see a very large form emerge from the water. You can see dried and burnt algae hanging off of this person's shoulders. Chains and hooks embedded into the skin and dragging behind them. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna...
Hide? Thing looks fucking scary.
How close to finished was this blade? Finishing?
You are just putting the bevel on it.
So I'm gonna... You see me just like look over at the thing and just like look back down at the... And it looks like I'm doing a little bit of math in my head.
No, we run.
It's almost done.
We can finish it later.
You guys watch as this big figure raises an arm and whips a thick chain towards one of the smaller boats, splitting the boat in half and sending many parts of the splintered wood everywhere. You see a large net that was used to catch the fish flying off into the distance.
Does it look like... Was that a really loud sound that the whole town would have heard?
Yes,
Thank
it
God.
was a very loud crack.
All right, I'm gonna rush towards this
I need everyone to roll me initiative.
bullshit.
Roll a 2.
But
You are in bed naked.
Yes.
Just keep that in mind.
Good thing you don't wear armor.
I don't need my pants.
Runs out naked for the fight. Oh, good God.
just here.
Delilah running after him.
With his pants.
Can I get any roll, or can we, I guess, get any rolls on if we've heard of something like this before?
Are you proficient in religion?
No.
And no, you have no idea.
Oh.
I will describe this guy a little bit better. So you do notice that there is a helmet, like a diver's helmet, on this person's shoulders. You do see a glass visor in the front, and you see just nothing but a skull on the inside. Multiple horns protruding from the skull inside. Kovdar, what'd you get?
My initiative?
Yeah, it was a 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, so 4 total.
Ivan, what'd you get?
14.
I had a 13.
All right. So right now, I'm going to say that you guys are at least 100 feet away from the shore right now, where this, I might as well just say, this drowned devil is standing. It is lashing its chains out and destroying the ships. Ivan,
I'm the first one?
you are the first one.
I got a 13.
What the fuck's wrong with you guys?
I did my best. I'm still like kind of like caught in the forging. It's like,
So I wouldn't know what a drowned devil is, I'm guessing.
No, but you do know that this thing is attacking the town.
Okay. It is evil. Guess being the only man in this town, better fight it.
boy.
Shut up. No man sleeps in another woman's bed without the woman. I don't know.
You don't even know what happened. Where did you sleep?
By myself. Like a man.
Lonely man.
A very lonely plant man. Can I run up to this thing?
So it's 100 feet away.
Oh, yeah. I will menacingly run 60 feet to it.
Okay.
Dash 60 feet, I guess.
Don't forget about the abilities of your trident.
Yeah. Yes. Idiot.
Jesus Christ.
He realizes that he forgot he even had a trident.
Oh
Just
yeah.
gonna punch it.
I'm just saying, you can run up to it, but you do have an option.
Do I?
You
Is that
use-
ranged?
It's skill.
It is
insta
ranged.
kill. For when he woke up. As you woke up, you hear a voice in your head. I'm doing a thing for the weapon, for the name.
Okay.
You hear a voice in your head. Flame Weaver.
And I can definitely tell it's from the axe.
Yeah.
Still have to be within 60 feet of them.
If you move 30 feet up,
I mean,
you
30
will be within range.
Alright, I'll do it.
All right. What do I need to do?
You need to roll a dexterity saving throw.
That's a 19.
That probably passes.
I would imagine that passes.
And then you take half damage of this ability. Once I figure out where my d6 is, this will work.
I would honestly say the DC on that ability is the same as your DC for your explosion.
Oh, it's probably going to be Constitution then, which is really high. But 7, 13, 18 points, so 9 flame damage.
9 flame damage.
Not, sorry, 9 necrotic, because it is necrotic and not flame, or radiant.
Is that all you're going to do, Ivan?
That is all.
Paul.
Yes, I will leave the blade that I was finishing on the anvil, and I will rush towards the creature as well.
Okay.
I don't have any ranged weapons. What are the odds there's a javelin just lying around?
There are a bunch of spears.
Spears. Are those throwable?
They are. They're the fishing spears.
Perfect. I'm gonna
Harpoon. Thank you. It's
move
a harpoon.
30 feet up, grab one of those on the way, and then throw it at this thing.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an attack roll using your dex.
Nope. I don't look like I know what I'm doing with this. I rolled a 7. I don't think I have proficiency with harpoons.
A harpoon goes flying in the air and stabs Ivan in the back.
Or do I? Wait. No. Nope. Yeah, 7. 7.
So you have proficiency with simple weapons?
No.
You. What?
I have proficiency with daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, light crossbows, shields, longsword, warhammer, short sword, and then light and medium armor. I had to take a feat for weapon proficiencies.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So.
And then I got a few basic ones from the thing in cleric I took.
Okay. So you look around trying to find a weapon that you can throw. You do see some of the harpoons leaning up against the post that holds up the canopy above you. You just run forward, grab one of them, bring it back, and then throw it. Unfortunately, you misjudge how much weight the harpoon has to the front, and halfway through its flight, it just turns vertical and flip-flops and then just lands with a very dull thud halfway between you and the drowned devil.
So you see me just like, and I look at you, and we're not gonna talk about that. It's too late.
All right. So
Kovdar!
So I actually didn't do that. So, Ivan, as you rush forward, you speak the command word, and you see your harpoon itself catches on fire. As you point your trident towards the monster, you see the fire grow brightly and then extinguish quickly. You see a large fireball come from the sky itself and land and hit this creature where it stands. The monster barely dodges out of the way. Because he only took half damage, wouldn't he?
9 was halved.
9 was half?
half,
Okay.
yeah.
As it dodges out of the way, you see a large black and decayed spot now on the coastline. That was Paul. Monster is now going to see you, Ivan. It is going to...
I'm just a pumpkin.
So let's see, you
You're
moved...
actually cloaked.
So you moved 30 feet to it, right? It was 100 feet away, so you are now...
70.
70, yeah. Why does my brain not work? So this thing is going to... It is going to pull its chains in, holding the very ends of these large hooks, and rush towards you 60 feet. So it is now 10 feet away from you. That is going to be the monster's turn. Kovdar, you hear something explode. You can hear wood cracking and breaking. You can hear an explosion happen just outside. What do you wish to do?
Is there a window in the room or anything?
There is, but it's to see more towards the back, not towards the road. You're in the back part of the house.
How much movement would it take to get outside?
So 20 feet would see you out the front door.
All right, I'll get outside so I can see.
Okay, you reach down, grab the axe. You actually feel The leather and the webbing wrap around your arm as you grab the axe, magically attaching itself to you. You rush outside, bursting through the door. You turn and see this large hulking figure standing before Iven, and Paul rushing right up behind him.
How far away are they?
So her house is probably 30, 40 feet from the smithing. So they are 70 feet away from you.
Do you have
Okay.
clothes on, by the way?
He has no clothes on.
I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat as a bonus action, and then
So you move 20, so you have 10 left
10
without
left.
any extra.
40, 70 feet I have left. I'm gonna just haul ass.
Okay, you get right up beside Iven. Iven, Kovdar stands next to you in his bear form.
Look at that. For fuck's sake! Walk out.
Experience all of my glory.
Down there is just permanently glowing red. So are you able to make an attack as well?
No.
Okay, yep, so that's everything. So that's Kovdar's turn. Monster's gonna go. It is going to take both of its arms, letting go of the hooks. It's going to pull its arms back behind itself and whip these chains forward with these hooks attached. One is going to go to you, Kovdar. The other is going to go to you, Iven.
Come on! Just because I didn't throw that stick right. God.
You're not close enough.
I am right next to Blade.
You are?
Yeah, Ivan, yeah. I moved up 30 feet, which is the same distance he went.
Oh, okay. So then never mind. So that one's not going to go for you. It's going to go for you too then.
No.
Don't worry, Kovdar's gonna support you from
Yeah,
behind.
Kovdar just showed up, so the attack is going to go after you, Paul, and after you, Ivan. So, honestly, Ivan, you're first.
Naturally, I dodge it.
Do you break your neck to dodge this attack?
Probably.
That is
Can't kill me if I kill myself.
that is a 10 to hit you.
That's a miss.
That is definitely a miss.
Okay, Paul, that is a natural 20.
That misses, surprisingly enough. I have a 200.
You take 9 points of slashing damage. As this hook comes across, you try to dodge out of the way, but the hook just catches your shoulder and digs deep down. Okay, so that is the devil's turn. Ivan, it is your turn.
Oh, you piece of shit devil.
Oh, that's sorry, Ivan, or Paul, that's more damage. That's another 12 on top of that.
Too bad you forgot, and it's gone now.
Okay, that's an extra 24 points of damage. All right, Ivan, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take my mighty spear, trident, and give him a couple stabs.
Give him a what for?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
How dare he slash and hurt my...
Non-naked friend. The non-naked one.
No, I wouldn't consider you a friend, but...
Oh, I've consistently had more clothes on than him.
That's... You know what? He's got a fair point. I miss.
Both attacks?
Probably.
You have reach, right? So you're able to attack within 10 feet?
Yeah, tridents, whatever.
I'm pretty sure tridents have reach.
Sure.
It should be at the bottom.
Oh, maybe it does hit. Does a 14 hit?
14 misses.
How about a 15?
15 misses.
Okay, I miss.
So I don't actually have it down, so I'm not going to roll that it has reach, so you'll have to move within 5 feet, but I will research this later.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not opposed.
I mean, I'll put money on it has reach.
I'm pretty sure. If someone wants
It's
to look
just
at,
like a spear.
yeah, if someone wants to look it up real quick. Yeah, but no, both those attacks miss. Paul, it is now your turn.
Bad time. I cast Bless as an action. And I will bless me, Kovdar, and Ivan. So
Okay.
we add an extra D4.
To-
Hold on, whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a D4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Yep.
And it lasts for a minute. It's concentration.
Okay, so keep an eye on concentration.
And then I will Beast Sense with my bonus action, giving me, we're level 6 plus 5, 11 temp health.
Okay.
And that's everything.
That's everything? Okay. So, Paul, monster's gonna go.
I guess Lyra, bless us! Light will. Oh.
Okay.
Blessing.
So, everyone is within 10 feet.
Yeah.
You watch as this creature brings its arms in, the chains that it's been dragging around it, coiling at its feet. It is going to extend its arms out, and all of the chains that are on itself are going to reach out. I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw.
So it has thrown and not reach.
Okay.
Thrown is the property it has.
Okay, so
What is the dex save?
I got an 18.
27.
If I add my dex, which is a +3, I have 4.
oh my god. All right. You guys watch as these chains lash out. You guys step back as the chains just come right in front of you. You can see that the hooks themselves that are at the end of these chains are reaching out, trying to grasp you.
Oh wait, that's what's it gonna help? Never mind.
Do you have advantage on dexterity saves that you can see?
No, I don't have that. I only have the unarmored defense and rage.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Paul, you try to step back, but are not quick enough. You see 3 of these chains bite deep within your shoulders and pull you to the creature. You are now grappled.
Does it do any damage?
So...
Only 3d100.
3 damage. Perfect.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Yep, he did say yet. That is true.
That's bad, son.
Because it says at the start of your turn. So, okay.
I think it's Kovdar's turn.
Yep. Kovdar, it is your turn.
All right. I am. Does it take an action to say the command word, or do I just say it?
You just say
You
it.
say it.
It's a free action.
I'll say the command word, raise, and the axe will light on fire.
Okay.
And bonus action, I will rage,
Okay.
and I'll move around to get flanking,
Okay.
and then I will attack.
And you can add a d4 to the roll.
Oh yes. That's a
Advantage
lot.
because he's flanking?
Advantage.
30 to hit.
That's a hit.
Not even a nat 20. He didn't even roll with advantage. He just fucking rolled.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Nope.
see if you get the 20.
Didn't get it. And the second attack is a nat 20.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You can add the d4 to that.
Okay. So first attack is it 12
Oh
plus
my
6,
god.
18.
He could just fucking divine smite this thing. And obliterate it.
So 18 slashing, 6 fire.
Okay.
And the second attack I'm going to add divine smite. 3rd level.
Jeez.
And it's a devil.
It is a fiend.
Fiend, so he gets that bonus.
9 slashing. Oh, no, it's 9 plus 12, 21 slashing. 19 fire. 53 radiant.
Jiminy Christmas. Okay.
Even those nat 20s against the big monsters.
Yes.
You're rolling fucking 5s on your sex life, but man, can you
Just
smack these
destroying
monsters.
stuff. All right.
And that's my turn.
All right, Kovdar, as you spin around this creature trying to keep up with you, raising an arm, getting ready for an attack to come towards you, you bring your sword up, under you and up, and you actually cut. Oh,
You said sword.
sword. You take your axe, raising it, swinging it right underneath you and coming up. As this monster extends its arm, you actually cleave the arm off of this monster. Blood and ichor going everywhere as the arm flies free and lands off in the distance, the chain making its clinking sound as it collects in a pile right next to it.
Nice.
Okay. So, Kovdar, monster's gonna go.
Thought I would come give you guys a hand.
You actually watch some of the chains fold and replace the arm of this creature. So now it's got one normal arm and now a chained claw on the other side.
I feel like I made it worse.
Did the chains that had me turn into a hand?
No, this thing has multiple chains around itself. It is going to turn and it's going to make both attacks against you, Kovdar.
Of course it is.
Nothing. Nice.
It lets you go, actually.
Fuck these guys.
Hold on. Bigger threat. Didn't see him.
That is a 23 to hit.
It's
That's even more. You take 9 points of slashing damage and 12 points of slashing damage as the chains just rake and make an X pattern across your chest. Okay. It is going to use its special ability. Kovdar, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Is it frightened or charmed?
Charmed.
I have advantage.
And a D4 you can add to it.
That's a nat 20.
Oh, damn it.
Yes.
You actually see phantasmal chains wrap around your head and encasing it. But you just shrug this off, the chains cracking and breaking and separating from your head. It was trying to take over you.
That would have sucked.
Damn it, that's such a good ability wasted.
Thank God. Now it's Ivan's turn.
Ivan, it is your turn.
How dare you turn your back on me, you piece of shit. Get ready to feel my necrotic damage.
You have
Flanking.
advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
You're rolling a harder surface.
Wait a minute. 24?
Why does that work?
I have no idea.
Ooh, it
That
doesn't.
one. Wait.
You have advantage, so if you're making 2 attacks,
Well, I was just thinking.
the first one was a 24, and then that would be your first roll on the second attack.
That was my understanding.
Yep.
So you would roll again.
'Cause you only rolled 3 times, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
You have extra attack, right?
Yeah, that's what I was using.
So, yeah.
I was just not 100% sure if I rolled a second time.
No, you
Or
rolled
third-
once
fourth.
there, and then
Once
rolled
here.
here once, and
And
then
I
rolled
got
here
the turn, and then I got
one.
the. Okay, yeah, you're right.
You're good.
So 21 on the second one.
D&D, teaching people how to count.
How many
I'm
times did we roll the dice? 1.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I think 2, maybe 3.
All right, both attacks hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, you should have never come here.
What are you looking for?
Just a D6, man. Jeez. I forgot I was rolling my cock size. 13 piercing damage. 13, 14, 15 piercing damage, my bad. And then 6 necrotic.
Oh, I forgot to add my rage damage too.
It's only 2 points.
That's 4.
4
points?
2
Wow.
attacks.
Both
Oh,
attacks
that's
hit.
right.
I will add it since you gave me the ability last night. So, to retcon it a little bit. Okay. Is that all you're going to do, Ivan?
Yep.
Okay, this monster has turned around, putting its back to you. You can see Paul being attached to the back of this creature, these hooks digging deep into his skin. You just take your trident and stab into the side of this creature. it doesn't seem to affect the monster. I shouldn't say it doesn't seem to affect, because that's going to give you the wrong idea. Your trident digs deep into the side as you give the trident another shove, but the monster doesn't seem to... It doesn't care that it's getting attacked from the back. Its focus is intent on Kovdar.
Question: when he hit it with the fire, did the fire seem less effective than what a fire normally would be?
The
on an
fire seemed to just roll off of its skin. So, Paul, this is your turn.
attack? So I'm going to bonus action cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay. At the start of your turn, you take 2 points of piercing damage.
Well, let's just so 1 plus. So I heal for 1 hit point. minus the damage, and then damage. Nat 20 on my concentration save check thing.
Yep.
And then I will make my attack actions against this creature.
Okay. So you are restrained.
You
So
said
does that-
grappled.
Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained.
Okay, I'll break the grapple.
Okay, go ahead and make me a...
Can I change what I did with my turn then? If I'm restrained, I wouldn't want to heal myself. I'm in a rage.
Okay, I'll allow that.
It's going to be a strength check, and I want advantage on it.
It's still early enough in the turn, so just remove a hit point.
Well, I would remove 3.
Oh, okay.
I heal it for 3. You damage me for 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, what am I doing? I didn't actually take damage from that. I have temp health. And I will rage, which drops the bless. Because I can't have concentration spells while I'm raging.
Gotcha.
And I will break the grapple. 23.
Ah, gosh dang it. You pull against the chains that are holding you. You can hear the metal bend, and you hear the snapping sound of chains and their links coming undone as you free yourself from the monster, taking 2 steps forward.
Can I throw a piece of that chain off into the distance by the forge?
So you do have a couple hooks embedded in you still.
Perfect. They're staying there.
I've created a monster.
Does it look anything like the metal I used for that axe?
No, these do seem to look like normal chains.
I'll check you out later. That's, I believe, my turn.
That's an action to do that.
And I use my bonus action to rage, so.
Yep, that's your turn. Unless you want to move.
Nope, I'm going to stay right next to this fucker.
Okay. So
Grapples me again.
monster's gonna go. You're gonna watch this creature pull all of its chains. You can see the chains that had snapped come wiggling back to it. The chain that was connected to the arm slithers its way back and coils at the feet of this creature. And it extends its arms once again, shooting all of the chains out in all directions. I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw.
What are the chances I'd have advantage?
0.
Damn.
I got a dirty 20.
19.
Save.
13.
Fail.
Damn it.
Now
You
you're-
are grappled
And
and restrained as the chains land at your feet after digging hooks deep into your skin and are trying to pull you down to the ground. Okay. That is the monster's turn. So, Kovdar.
I'm gonna attack.
Okay. Get my calculator out because I know you're going to freaking hit.
28 to hit. And 18 to hit.
18 is a miss. As your axe just glides off of one of the chains that has wrapped around its body.
13 slashing. 5 fire.
Okay.
Does he have to roll the fire? Is this thing immune to fire damage?
Yeah, you might as well not roll the fire. It is immune to fire.
Alright.
So, you lean back as once again the hooks come lashing out at your face. You just bat them away with the head of your axe and just swing down, digging deep into the shoulder of this creature, pushing the axe head to bite deeper and push it further.
And bonus action, I'm going to make some sorcery points.
Oh my gosh. Let's give a barbarian spell slots
Yes.
and
Just
smite.
remember, you can't cast spells while raging.
Oh, I know. But I can convert them into more smites.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Jeez. All right. So that Kovdar, that was your turn, right?
Yes.
All right. Monster's gonna go. It is going to see if it gets its ability back. All right. It is going to make one attack against you, Kovdar, and is going to make one attack against you, Iven, with advantage.
No.
So Iven first with advantage. Kovdar. So both attacks hit. They're over 20, both of them. So Kovdar, you take 13 points of slashing damage. Iven, you take 10 points of slashing damage. As it turns to the side, whipping these chains towards you guys, the hooks at the ends digging deep into your skin and cutting you deeply. Iven, it is your turn.
I break free from my shackles.
Does he take fire damage at the start of his turn?
No, you take piercing damage
Oh,
at the start of your
piercing
turn.
damage.
You take 7 points of piercing damage as the chains continue to try to pull you down to the ground.
Ooh, too bad I'm immune to piercing.
Except you're not.
I actually took the
You're
feat.
vulnerable to it.
Immunity to piercing.
Tree's worst weakness.
I just rolled to get out of the chains. Is there a specific check?
It's a strength saving throw.
Ooh, yeah.
Or strength check.
had a
Let's
saving-
see here.
or
Let's,
no, it was a
let's
check.
It's a 24.
Yeah, I know it is.
Does that by chance get out of your chains?
I freaking hate you guys.
You can always tie me up whenever you want, Daddy.
Except for now.
Ivan,
Except for now.
you can feel the chains, the hooks digging deep, trying to pull you to the ground. You steady or widen your stance, pull your arms in close, and lift your body up as hard as you can. The metal whining and complaining and stretching from the strain that you're putting on as they snap and you step forward, being released from the chains. I freaking hate you guys.
If you really want to fort me, just throw wisdom saving checks at me.
I know, but it can only do the chain mine once a day.
Thank God. That sounds bad.
Thank God.
That's even got a high DC, Mr. 30 over here.
Didn't he roll a nat 20 on that one?
I did.
Yeah, he did. Paul, it is your turn.
I will move forward and attack it, flanking, and then... Do I know? I know it's like a fiend, but is it perchance like a fiend / undead?
No, it is not.
Damn. The first one's at 18, which I think misses.
18 misses.
The second one is a 27.
That misses.
So the damage is 4, 6, 11, 12, 13 damage.
Okay.
It is magical.
Yep. No, everybody's attacks here are magical.
And
Okay.
then, with my bonus action, I will insult it.
You will cut it deeply with your words. All right.
Wait, I could drop rage to cast a bonus action spell. Re-bless us.
Okay. So, breaking from the chains, the creature right behind you, you just spin around and cut this creature right along the armpit of this thing as it just whipped a chain out and hit Ivan with it. So, monster's going to go. Let's check on its ability again. Paul, it's going to make 2 attacks against you.
Rude.
As it spins around, you can see green fire in its aqua helmet.
I've done so much damage to it. You turn your back on him, he's gonna sorry. You turn your back on him, he's gonna crit you.
That is true. So that is a 17 to hit,
Misses.
and that is a 26 to hit.
That one will hit.
You take 9 points of slashing damage.
I actually don't, as I have a shield. I have a...
Oh, that's right. Yep. Bastard. Okay. Monster's turn. Kovdar.
Bonus action, I'm going to convert 6 sorcery points into a 4th level spell slot.
Oh no.
Dude, you're freaking just ridiculous.
Kill it.
Yes, I am. And I'm going to attack it. First one is 27 to hit, and the second one
27.
is 18 to hit.
18 misses. Bastard.
Yes, it does. Oh, I have great weapon fighting. I can reroll that.
That's
was
a
well
very
worth
good
it.
improvement. You added another 1 to that.
So 19 slashing, and I'm going to add on a first level smite.
Don't forget extra... Oh, you have a 1d8. Never mind, sorry.
And 8 radiant.
Okay. Is that all you're gonna do?
Yes.
You're freaking ridiculous, dude. Alright, monster's gonna go. It is going to turn back to you. Let's see if it gets its ability back. Okay. It is going to pull the chains back in and release them towards you guys. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
So I got 13.
That is a fail.
17?
Fail.
Fuck.
19.
Pass.
Fuck you guys.
You guys, caught off guard this time by such a quick recovery of the attack, are surprised by the snake-like quickness of these chains as they reach out and grab on your shoulders and start pulling you down to the ground. Both of you guys are restrained. Ivan, you are not. Ivan, it is your turn.
Let go of my friends. I wouldn't by chance have advantage, would I?
Restrained, you guys can still attack, right?
Oh, okay. We can, but we would roll at disadvantage on our attacks.
Okay.
He has advantage against us because we're restrained. We can't move or benefit from bonuses to speed. He has advantage on us. We have disadvantage on him, and then we have disadvantage on dex saves.
So yes, they
Shit,
can
we
still
can attack.
still oppose a threat. So yes, you have advantage.
I keep on forgetting to use my dish. That's where I get all my best rolls. Oh god, hold on. Okay, so 27 on my second attack.
That's a
The
hit.
other one missed, so 12 piercing and 2 necrotic.
Okay. So, as this creature lashes out with these chains, you see your companions being pulled down to the ground. This creature's arms coming up as it's preparing to bring a chain down on the top of both of them. You rush up, and instead of trying to jam it into the side like you have been, instead you twirl your trident and jump up and jam your trident into the very nape of the neck of this creature and shove the trident down and twisting it. You can hear a pop of the spine and the creature go limp underneath of you. You ride it down to the ground as it is motionless.
Are we unrestrained, or are we still...
The chains fall limp.
Nice.
You can praise me later.
I want to roll a smithing check on the metal to see what kind of metal it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that all you can think about?
Pretty much exclusively. 18.
Okay.
Specifically, my character's flaw is I get bored easily when not smithing. And sometimes space out. I really enjoy smithing.
You do notice that these are normal chains, but they seem to be infused with some kind of infernal magic.
Can I get an Arcana check on that?
Go ahead.
13.
You're uncertain of what kind of...
Or, sorry, 14. I keep forgetting. I need to just change this.
Yeah. You're uncertain of the kind of abyssal magic that is infused into these, but they are magical in some way.
How big is this chain? How big was the creature? Because I was imagining very big creature.
It was a very big creature. It is a large fiend.
Is it thick chains or is it like
So
regular
the chains, the links themselves are probably 2 to 3 inches in length and probably a half an inch thick.
So I'm going to take that one that's had me grapple before.
So that is a hook.
I'm going to take the hook out and I'm just going to cut myself a little with it and see what kind of damage I take.
You take piercing damage. You will take 1 point of piercing damage.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. I'm going to gather up all the chains.
Okay.
And drag them over to the forge area.
You will get 200 pounds of
That is
chain.
a lot of chain.
See me just carrying 200. I can carry that.
Can you imagine trying to carry that much chain and be like falling everywhere?
100 pounds.
I would like you guys at this point, except for Paul. You are busy removing the hooks and the chain, unwrapping the chains from this creature. I need both of you guys to roll me perception checks. Holy crap, take the mic out, why don't you?
I'm going to repeat
Try.
perception checks because I don't think anyone heard it. I have a passive of like 15.
What are the chances
that'll
I
help me.
get an advantage on perception checks?
None.
Okay.
13.
11.
I have a passive of 15.
Okay, I didn't know yours was that high.
Yeah, I have
So,
a plus 5 too.
My passive is 14 too.
As you...
15.
Okay, what's everyone's passives?
Actually, mine is 15.
So you're 15, because this would actually be a passive check, not a
-1, so
9.
9.
But
That's so bad.
That is really bad. All right, so Kovdar and Paul. Paul, as you are pulling the hooks from the dead body of this drowned devil, you can hear the fluttering sounds of a bird above you as it lands on the awning that covers the forge. Kovdar and Paul, you guys see a faint blue glow coming from the skeletal sections that make up this bird. It has feathers, but just sparsely across its body.
draws sword. Is this an undead bird?
It is an undead bird.
Does it look like it's carrying a message?
It has a tube on its back.
I'll sheath my blade.
I'll approach with him.
I'll reach out and grab the tube.
Okay, well, it's up above you. As you guys see it, you have your hand on your sword. You step closer to it, the bird taking flight once again, flying around you and then landing in front of you.
If that thing had started flying away, it was dead. Okay, I'll reach down
I will watch while he's doing that. I'm going to get ready to attack it.
Okay.
and I'll grab the tube.
It leans forward as you grab the tube and pull it off. The bird takes flight once again and disappears.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
Okay.
Hold on one second. I attack it.
You attack it?
As it starts to fly off, I'm like, you bitch.
All right.
I drop
a-
the tube and...
With a death strike, you cleave this bird, releasing the magical energies of your sword. The bird disintegrates in a cloud of feathers.
You can't stand fucking undead.
Even the birds?
If it had stayed to take a message back, maybe.
I will give you an inspiration for playing towards your character. Kovdar, I will give you an inspiration for playing towards your character.
You're still fucking naked.
Yes, I am.
You son of a bitch.
Sure am.
Paul doesn't seem very phased.
And Iven, because I'm trying to get better at giving out inspiration, you gave the final blow on that creature.
Yeah.
While your friends were chained, you get an inspiration as well. Probably the last thing I
guys.
should really give you guys, but
Oh, we're gonna use the inspiration nicely. Don't you worry.
Okay. Well, I don't have pockets, so I'm gonna hand this to you,
Alright.
and I'm gonna go back to gathering shit.
I don't have pockets either.
He just puts it in his butt cheeks.
I just hand it here, and I walk off.
Alright, I'll open the tube.
Okay, 1 second.
You die.
Just so you're aware, so you can be thinking about it. Once I get all the chains kind of gathered up off the body of the dead thing, I'm gonna examine the body of the dead thing to see if I can smith with anything, or if it has any arcane properties that I could harvest from it.
Says, I have been watching you for some time and have decided it is time that we meet. Find me in the town of Hilngor. Meet me at the statue of Kor Hilngor.
Do you tell me any of this? I'm not near you.
I mean, you walked away. I'll go talk to Iven.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So, body. What do I got?
So you're going to search the body?
So once I get all the chains gathered up, I'm gonna do like a smithing and an arcana check to see what I'm working with the body.
So
Bone density, if I can get its hide.
So, neat thing about devils is that after a point of time, the body starts to decay and melt into a puddle. The only thing that is left behind is the diver's helmet.
I'm going to do an arcana check and fuck it, a smithing check on the helmet.
Okay.
Turn this into something that's not a helmet. What would have been first?
Smithing check on the helmet.
Okay, so that's 14.
Okay. So there doesn't seem to be anything special about the helmet itself.
And then an arcana check?
If you want.
19.
There doesn't seem to be anything special about the helmet.
Does it seem like it functions as a diving helmet?
Could. It looks like it needs some repair.
Mending.
I mean, we went over this last night. You need to have the pieces to repair it, right?
No, if it's not, unless it's like severely fucked up.
Yeah, if it's like cracked and stuff, it'll fix the
specifics-
cracks. If there's like huge chunks out of it, then it can't.
Yeah,
really
the specifics is if it's a foot, if it's more than a foot of material missing in total, like length or whatever, in whatever dimension, that can't be repaired. But
Okay.
as long as it's not hugely gashed out, it should be mendable.
It mends. It is in pristine condition once again.
Now, an basic intelligence check to see if I would find any use for this. Underwater smithing? 16?
A possibility.
If I find a volcano underwater,
With the 16, could I see if it would function, I guess? Is probably a better question.
So you do notice that it is missing some pieces that you would have to make. It needs a way to be able to breathe, so there needs to be a pump and hose connected to the back of the helmet. But if given the material and the time, you could make a proper diving suit out of this.
I will take it, and I'll grab the chain, and I'll take that over to the forge area, and I'll set it down.
Okay. So,
And then, now that I have properly done all my forging stuff, I'm going to go check on possibly injured people.
okay.
Now that I've got my priorities done.
All right.
Step
So,
2.
Paul, you collect your things, making your own little pile of miscellaneous objects in the corner of this lady's forge. She shakes her head, but you can tell she kind of smiles at the creativity that you bring. Kovdar, you stand there with your magnificent pose and naked body, as many of the townsfolk have started to come out of their hiding and gaze upon your figure.
yes,
You're not in the forge area, are you?
No.
on the beach talking to Ivan.
Okay, yeah, no.
Ivan, you shake your head at what Kovdar is doing because you know that he is showing off, but you walk away with the pride that you had killed this thing. You turn and make your way back into the town. A secret message from a secret admirer, most likely part of the undead army. What will you guys do? We'll have to find out next week. The Tasty Doom podcast is an unofficial fan content permitted under the fan content policy, not approved or endorsed by Wizards. Portion of the material used is property of Wizards of the Coast, Wizards of the Coast, LLC. Music is by Epidemic Sound. If you have questions, concerns, advice, or ideas that you'd like to tell us about, then feel free to email us at tastydoom.podcast@outlook.com. If you've liked our content, then feel free to join us on Twitter at tasty_doom. And remember to stay tasty.